I look at two specific men in the New Testament, one of which was corrupt and sinful. His name was Levi. You would know him as Matthew, the tax collector. The Bible says that while he was at his tax collecting booth, Luke 5:27 says that Jesus went forth and saw this publican, this tax collector named Levi, sitting at the receipt of customs, sitting in the place of his corruption. He's in the act of sin, in the act of corruption. And Jesus says to him, "Follow me." The New Living Translation tells us that Jesus looked at him in the place of his corruption and said, "Follow me and be my disciple." How many of you would move to the next church down the street if you see your pastor speaking to a sinner who's not been in the altar, who's not been through pastor's 12-step program to a better disciple? They haven't cleaned up yet. They haven't been baptized yet. And he doesn't invite them to church. He says, "Join my staff." Yeah, I thought you'd get quiet. Yeah, no, that was actually better than quiet. You got nervous. You went, yeah. Yeah, that's a funny hypothetical. It's not a hypothetical. It's reality. Jesus looked at a tax collector. In the Greek, there is no word for corrupt. They would just call you a tax collector, because the identity of a tax collector was synonymous with corrupt. Any CPAs in the house? Accountants? IRS? Any government workers at all? And Jesus looks at him while he's still in his place of corruption and says, "Follow me and be my disciple." You see, he was corrupt, but we find his response of consecration in the next verse when it says, "And he left." You got it? Maybe they don't have it. I gave it to them like 5 minutes ago. Thank you. Luke 5. I want to make sure they know I'm not lying. Luke 5:28. "And he left all, rose up, and followed him." He said, "I might be corrupt, but I'm hungry." You see, I didn't come here to preach to the scholarly. I came here to preach to the hungry. I didn't come here to just preach to a Pentecostal. I came to preach to a hungry soul who's ready for the fire of God to consume your everyday life. He was corrupt, but he was committed. He was corrupt, but he consecrated. He was corrupt, but he took up his cross and said, "I will give it all away to follow Christ."